Show.
Thursday night, it seems forever ago. It kind of is when you start a season, when it started round on Thursday and you end up talking about it on Monday. But that first set of 6 for Melbourne, who is Cameron Smith, I ask?
Cameron Smith not required at the moment this year. I'm kind of, I'll be honest, just, slightly off topic. I'm kind of sad that Cameron didn't play again this year. I really wanted to see him in another system.
Titans. I wanted Titans so bad.
I actually wanted him at the Broncos. I know. Look, it's really good kicking the Broncos while they're down. It was great last year, but we know at some stage they're going to get good again. They've got too much money not to. And I really wanted to see the beginning of Cameron Smith's coaching career as a player in that leadership. He's always led Melbourne, but Bellamy's been the top of the tree.
Yeah.
Maybe the sadistic side of me wanted to see him undermine Kevy a whole lot.
I think there'll be plenty of people doing that this year.
The knives are out already.
Poor Kevy.
And they proved the other night, by the way, Brisbane, they can't play a second half again. They had that game.
Yeah, they did.
They lost it. They lost the game.
Yep.
That Parramatta really didn't need to do a whole lot to get their ball rolling in the second half. 16-0 at halftime.
All it took was a sniff.
A sniff, and they just backed off. They in their minds, they thought all we've got to do here is turn up. But anyway, the Cameron Smith thing, I was just a little bit disappointed that he didn't go elsewhere. But good luck to him. Without doubt, the greatest hooker we've ever seen, arguably the greatest player we've ever seen. Broke every record that's worthy of breaking. He broke. Good luck to him in the future. Like him, loathe him, don't know him, whatever. He will have a future in rugby league. And good luck to him. And I'm sure we haven't seen the last of C. Smith.
No, just quickly on Smith and the timing. 2 ways looking at it. One is I got a few texts from people saying, there you go with the bloke doing it the night before the season starts, wants it all about him. The flip side of that is, and it's something that I think's borne out in the last 5 days, is that everyone has just completely moved on.
Oh,
I can't even remember it happened. I was in the middle of nowhere. I was in Arnhem Land when it broke. I was actually out on a boat. We'd spoken about it with just a couple of guys from Brisbane. We were talking about what do you think Cam Smith's going to do and all this kind of stuff because you've got a lot of time to spare up there. And one guy said, I think he's waiting out for a media deal before he announces that he's going to retire. Anyway, it broke about an hour or 2 later. And he said he had 15 minutes. Everyone had their hype reels ready and stuff. Here's the career of Cam Smith and stuff. But 4 days in, since it's happened, and I've seen nothing mentioned of him, particularly after Melbourne won on Thursday night. It would have been a bigger story if they'd lost, because people were saying, Smith's got to come back and all this kind of stuff. But maybe this is what he wanted. Maybe he wanted to completely disappear off into the sunset for a couple of months before he reappears on Channel 9, because I don't think it'll be on Fox, where all his mates are. No. But I don't know. What do you think?
Well, look, has he signed a deal? A media deal?
I don't think it's anything set. No.
I think Cameron Smith is one player that would be, for want of a better term, silly to sign a big, long media deal, because I think his future is in rugby league. I think he is smart enough and has the respect, even of players that he played with last year, to be able to coach them this year if he wanted to. Some players don't. Some players like to wait 3, 4, 5 years. But I think Cameron Smith is held in high enough regard by the current players to be able to coach them straight away. Whether he waited for the media deal or not, I don't think Cameron's short of $1.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be, he's not scraping his ashtray to pay for bills. You know what I mean? Like, he's not hunting around the house looking for $2 coins. He's going okay, I'm sure. The timing of it, look, he was damned if he did and damned if he didn't. He did leave it a little long.
Yeah.
In as much, but I think he really wanted to decompress from the season and go away and think to himself, clear his head and really decide, because it's a big decision. Like I just mentioned before, broken every record there is, probably the greatest player we've ever seen, definitely the greatest hooker we've ever seen. You might want to let your head clear a little bit before you make a decision. I know I would. So, I think I think he did the right thing for himself and his family.
Okay.
And I think he deserves that kind of latitude with that.
Okay, finally on Cam Smith before we get to Melbourne. Percentage chance that Cam Smith takes up a contract towards the end of the year under the new rules of the NRL, which allows a bloke to sign for about $200K for the last couple of months of the season.
No, I don't think he will.
No chance. So give me 0%.
I'll give it 10%.
I'll go 33. I reckon
if there's a chance.
If there's a Brisbane or a Gold Coast team that is either beset by injury at a key position or are needing that turnaround, I can see him coming out. I don't think he should. I think the legacy element and all the rest of it. Now he's decided this is it. But I don't know. That's still a decent enough coin, and it's also the chance to don't discount the whole Tom Brady, Bill Belichick narrative. I know what you're saying.
But I don't think he will, mate. I think his head. I think Cam. I don't even know. Like, I've met him once or twice. I don't even know him. I couldn't tell you what he's thinking. But for me, it would be a case of I've moved on from that now, and now I'm looking at the next phase of my career. And if coaching is in his mind, which I'm sure it is,
has to be,
then I think it would just be a distraction to what inevitably he's going to be or wants to be. So, have we finished talking about Titans and the Warriors yet? Or have
we did that earlier. We were on Melbourne and South.
Not the Footy show. Pepsi.